All right, we are on part 2 of the Sagittarius reading. Third pile, you have detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. And in the beginning of this reading, I did tell you that when I split the deck, I saw the Four of Pentacles. So as you see, he's really holding on to, something. Well, to his pentacles. It's too tight. He's holding on too tightly, which doesn't allow him to receive blessings, abundance, all of that. So it makes sense why you got this detached card. If you hold on too tightly to a not so good relationship, even, you miss out on a really good relationship that wants to come in. If you hold on too tightly, then you are restricting yourself because you're not open to receiving. I did see the receive oracle card while I was shuffling, so that makes sense. And then you also have the Chariot. Now, in this detached card, it talks about restricting the flow. This Chariot card is water. This is all about the flow. Okay? You have to, that sounds bad to women, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, this is all about the flow of water, okay? You have to be able to maneuver and go with the flow. That's what the Chariot is all about. No matter what obstacles are ahead, have a plan, but be open to changes. The divine is trying to push you forward. Go with the current, okay? Don't fight the current. You always hear that, and that's for a reason. When you just go with the flow of water, then it's less resistance. You have the destruction of the structure with that Tower card that we saw in the beginning. The Chariot is now about helping to rebuild a new structure that's more solid. And that helps you in the long run when it comes to making decisions. When you have structure and everything is solid and together, then it helps you to be in a better place to be able to make better decisions. So that actually fits in with this reading as well. So just take it one step at a time, Trust your intuition, as we saw with the High Priestess as well. This Chariot is also talking about trusting the way you are being guided by your intuition. This whole reading is about new beginnings. It's about self-realization. It's about movement. I saw the Judgment card plenty of times while I was shuffling as well. That talks about self-realization. It also talks about letting go of the past and, focusing more on the future. But also, don't be obsessed with the future. That's the thing. It's like you have to be able to let go of the past and live in the present moment, but also have some kind of a plan for the future. It's about balancing all of that out, which we saw in the beginning with that Justice card as well. So now we'll get to these additional messages. Now, I didn't even shuffle this. I split the deck and these were the cards and I read them and I'm like, wow, this fits with the reading as well. So, we'll start with one. This is not the order that it came out. Well, at least I don't remember. I remember this being the last card. But we'll start with this because it's one. So you have Crystal Ball. This talks about intuition, which is, basically what we've been talking about in this whole reading. This talks about seeing clearly, discernment, perception, okay? Instinct, divination, future planning, okay? Past, present, future. I can't make this up, okay? This perfectly ties in with this reading. Then you have 7. Now look at this. 7, 8, 9. Can it be any more perfect? You are evolving. You're elevating, Sagittarius. This makes sense. So this 7 card, the universe, that makes sense with it being the number 7. So this is about The words that pop out to me: awakening, as you see here, higher perspective, the big picture. Okay, so you and source, you are being asked to focus on the bigger picture, look at things from a different perspective, as you saw with pile 2 as well, panning out and seeing things from a different perspective. When you're too close to a situation, then you can't see things so clearly. So that's 7. Number 8, wheel of karma. So with that justice card coming out in the first pile, that makes sense as well. This is about cause and effect. Divine intervention pops out. Cycles pops out. You are closing down a cycle. Well, a cycle is trying to close down, and you need to be able to go with the flow and let that happen. And then you have the number 9 card, water carrier. This was at the bottom of the deck before I even shuffled, so for it to come out again in the reading, okay. Balance, look at that. Calm life, okay. Alleviate suffering, that popped out to me as well. So yeah, if you are just focused on the moment, balancing out everything that's going on, then you will have that calm life. Now, I do need to tell you, because I wanted to make sure that I covered all bases, and something told me to find out more information as far as these numbers. Some of this I already knew, but I got some additional information. With this 7, that talks about inner life, like that high priestess card, solitude, soul searching, okay? So this is a time of going within, like I mentioned in this reading. This is a spiritual time for you. The number 8 card, this talks about abundance. This talks about worldly power, okay? So that's part of what we were talking about, being able to be open to receiving the abundance that's coming to you. So, okay, that makes sense as well. The number 9 card, this talks about the end of a cycle. This also talks about gaining wisdom through experience, which we saw with that world card as well. So you've already gained some lessons and experience. Now it's time to use what you've gained and apply it to your life moving forward. This is all about the end of a cycle, and it's time to tie up any loose ends and move forward, okay? So I hope this reading helps, and I'll see you later.